Hello everyone, I want to do another project in my Your Creative Studio journal today. Now I've got the May 2023 box to open today. I received a few of the boxes whilst I was poorly earlier on in the year, so I am just, slowly starting to play catch up. So this is the business card with this particular edition. Very, very pretty. So we've got pelican, flamingo on here and some tropical leaves. I'm just going to take the items out as they come, but I will skip over me opening the packaging for you. Are these pretty vintage strips. The patterns on these are absolutely gorgeous. Love these. I mean, these would make wonderful belly bands, or you can cut them up. So, we'll see what we can come up with those later. You've also got the packaging, which, as you know, I love to use the packaging for these items as well. We've got the Your Creative Studio set of stickers. These are always Amanda's own designs, and these have got little tropical birds on. Those are lovely. This is a pack of really cute little stickers. So we've got lots of flamingos in here, some little flowers. Look at these cute little ice cream cones. Let me just see if I can... Is that plain on the back? No. Never mind, let me just show you. Isn't that cute? And another piece of delightful packaging as well. So this is what we've got inside. These are the images. We've got a little booklet of plant specimens. Let's see what the images are like inside this. So we've got butterflies. We've got some really lovely images actually. These are lovely. And these are all paper. So there's no vellum inside this. This is just paper. Beautiful images. Got a set of postage stamps. Let's have a look and see what images we've got here. So all of these are a floral design. Aren't they pretty? So let's have a look and see how many of each one we've got. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks as if we've got 4 of each design. 2, 3, 4 of those. So they're all very similar, but aren't they gorgeous? And these ones got our usual roll of washi tape. Let's quickly open this. And this has just got leaves printed on it. Nice and subtle. 2 packs of postage stamps. A toucan and a pineapple in the first set. I'll try those out in a minute. And a flamingo and a tropical leaf in the next set. I like those a lot. This is what these stamps look like. I think those are absolutely fabulous. What wonderful images. We've got a little matchbox with some sticker ephemera in. These are pretty. I like the designs of these. Let me just quickly flip through. April, have to save those for next April. But yeah, some really pretty designs on these. Very retro, some of them, and then some botanicals and birds and things as well. Really pretty. I've also got a pack of tissue paper with this beautiful tulip design. So there are 5 sheets of these. I think that's really beautiful. A pack of paper ephemera. Again, the packaging is just so lovely on this. So we've got some flamingos, a couple of different designs of those. What have I just dropped? A leaf. Pelicans as well. So these are Your Creative Studio's own designs. Some smaller pelicans. These are absolutely gorgeous. Leaves, tropical flowers, leaves, just beautiful designs. Look at these. These are just absolutely gorgeous. Another pack of paper ephemera. Oh gosh, look at the design of the packaging as well. Packaging is often as beautiful as the content. So let's see what we've got in here. Just look at that. I mean, that's crying out for us to make some kind of shaker or something. I don't know. What can I do with that? But these lovely stickers here. I think these are stickers. So we've got some postage stamps. Really pretty designs. And we've got two of each of these. Aren't they lovely? And then finally, the paper pack, which we get most months. So we've got 24 sheets, 6 sheets of sticker paper, 6 vellum, 6 art paper, and 6 patterned paper. Let me show you the design. So again, I just love the packaging, which we can use as well. So these are the different designs. These are beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I like these a lot. And then, of course, it repeats the designs as well, just on the different types of paper. So these are the vellum ones. Well, I can't believe I got through the whole of that unboxing, calling a toucan a pelican, put it down to radiotherapy brain. That's my excuse anyway. So let's get started. Now, the first thing I want to do is make some kind of embellishment for my journal using this packaging here. It's just so beautiful. It's got to be used. Of course, I need a page that's big enough to house it, and I think this is where I'm going to put it. So what I want to do is see if I can carefully take this apart. I have sort of pulled it away just at the top here just to see how easily it's going to unglue. I am going to stick it back together, but I just want to decorate it first. That's all tidied up now, so I'm ready to add my background. Now I'm thinking that I would like to use this piece of sticker paper here. I think colour-wise it goes really well. So let me just show you what this looks like in the background. I just think the colours are really nice. So which side do I want to use? It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to glue it on here. Bring in a piece of parchment paper because this is just newspaper, print paper here that I've got. And how am I going to do this? I'll peel it up first. I'll struggle with this off camera. You know I can never do this. All the tips that you all kindly offer me just never seem to work for me. Here we go, I've done it. But I'm just going to line this up with this edge here, and then I can trim around the edges. Let's stick this on. There we go. That's good, and then I can just trim this excess away. That's all trimmed, and of course I've just stuck the excess back on so that I can use that for something else. Now I've decided I want to use one of the focal images from that little booklet. Mine's completely fallen apart, but that's okay. I did find 3 images that I thought I might be able to use. We've got this flower here, which I particularly like. Let me just fold this back up so that it's nice and tidy, and you can see. I really like this flower here, so I'm thinking that bit would be nice inside. We've also got the bird image as well, but I do think that might be a little bit too busy. I also thought the butterflies as well, because we've got the butterfly here, but again I just think that's maybe a bit too dark, a bit too busy, whereas with the light colour flower I think that's probably going to be the perfect one. I also thought that I'd like to mount it on something, so of course this will go inside here like so. And I pulled out a couple of pieces of paper because there was nothing in the kit that I wanted to use. I pulled out these papers from last month's kit. This was the art themed kit, and you see this background here. This is a textured paper. I thought that would be quite nice. Again, sort of colour wise it goes really well with the background. And I also pulled this piece of paper out from the bee themed kit, which was one that I unboxed earlier on in the year, and I just think that's absolutely lovely. So I think I'm going to use this one here. It's just got a bit more detail than this textured paper here. I think I'm going to use it over this end so that I've got some of this lovely orange as well, picking out the orange that's in the background. So I'm going to stick this on just using a glue stick. I think what I'll do is I'll ink around the edges though first. I've got some Distress ink in frayed burlap, and I think this is going to be the right colour. I don't want it to be too dark. I might need to go a little bit darker. Perhaps I should go for, let's have a look. Maybe there was a corduroy one here. Perhaps I'll go for brushed corduroy and maybe try a bit of that. I want to cover up this little rectangle. Yeah, you see that's the perfect colour. Smooth that down with my bone folder, and then I'm just going to trim around the edges and just using what's left over on my ink pad just to frame it. I can see that it's going to be a little bit tight because of these cutouts here, so I am going to cut the corners away. I'll need to re-ink again where I've just chopped those, otherwise those will still be white. So let's do this. And then I'm going to have to devise a plan as to how I'm going to centralise this, because I'm not entirely sure that that this is even from one side here to the other. So I'm just going to have to put a dab of glue perhaps on the inside and eyeball it. So I'm going to go off camera now to fiddle around with that. I did say when I did the unboxing that this would just make the most wonderful shaker, and I've got these gorgeous bronzy coloured sequins here that I think I might like to add. But I also want to add some kind of decoration to this top tab here, because I don't want to stick this down in my journal covering up this beautiful background. So I'm going to use this as a flap, glue this part down and use this as a flap. So of course I need to add some decoration to this. I do want to, let's have a look. In fact, I can do it straight on this. Just distress this, just add some distress ink around the edge and the top here as well. And then I thought we could add a couple more of the decorations in the box as well. I pulled out some of these lovely strips. Now, of course, we've got beautiful roses on here, so I thought this one was really pretty. There were a couple that I pulled out. Where have the others gone? I think I've narrowed it down to this one, but there were a couple of other roses. That one's the same, isn't it? I think it was this one here as well that I quite liked. But I think the thing that appealed to me about this one was the fact that the text is going in this direction. So, of course, I need to do it upside down because that's how it will be glued into my journal. So I was thinking I could have this across here like this as a banner. And then maybe a couple of the stickers out of this little set here. And I thought possibly these two, I do need to ink a little bit further up because I can still see. Let me just do that before I forget. Let's just add a bit more ink at the top. And then, so my banner will go like that across there. And then I thought I could have this. Which way round does it go? My eyesight's so terrible. If it's upside down, then I apologise. I don't think it is. My eyes have just focused. And then maybe that one on there as well with the little birds on, and I think that will look beautiful. So I'm going to stick this down first. I think my flap looks a bit odd with this cream bit at the bottom, so I'm just going to trim around the shape of those stickers. Yes, I think that looks a whole lot better. So let me just fold this up again because I will glue this down in my journal, and then of course it'll fold over like this so that my focal image is in the right orientation. I've still got this beautiful background that will be visible as well. So now all I need to deal with is figuring out how I'm going to do the shaker element. If I glue this down like this, I've got too much area here, and I think all of the little sequins will just disappear into the side. So I do feel as if I want to add some dimensional tape just around the outside of the square window here. I've got this dimensional tape. It's on a roll, but it's just too thick. If I show you, it's just a bit too wide. So what I'm going to do is trim this in half, bring in my handy dandy craft mat so that I don't cut through my table. I've got my metal rule as well. And just eyeball it, Nina. It doesn't have to be perfect. About there, I think. And I'm just going to use my craft knife just to cut this in half. I find if you use scissors, this kind of tape just sticks to your scissors like mad, and just really, it's such a hard job then to get it off the scissors. So here we are. And then I can, let me just move that out of the way a second, and I can just glue this. Let's start off with this edge here. Let's tuck that underneath. Try and get it as close to the edge as I can. In fact, it doesn't need to go all the way there. about there. I think it's a bit wonky, but it doesn't really matter because you won't see. Trim that, and then I can glue the other piece down on the other side, and then I can just do 2 slimmer pieces to go on the thinner ends. So here we are, fingers crossed I've got all of my tape in the right places. I've got my dimensional tape all around the outside of the window. Then I've used a couple of pieces of red score tape. I've got this thinner one, I've added a strip of that there, and then this slightly wider one here. So I've got some here and some here, just so that I can close it. I also just want to give my window a wipe as well, just to make sure I haven't got any mucky fingerprints. Give it a blow as well, make sure I've got no dust on there. And then let's just add a few of these gorgeous bronzy toned sequins. Try and get them in the middle, Nina. I don't want that really large one. That one's just a bit too big, and I think that will be plenty. I don't want that long one either. I'm being a bit selective over which pieces I use. I think that will be enough. Just make sure that they're all in the centre. Let me just put those odd ones back in the bag. Careful how you do this, Nina. So how will this work? Yes, I need to get all of the tape off at the same time. So take your tape off, take your time, Nina. Take this one off here, and I'm going to have to be really careful now how I close this up. And so here goes. We'll close this one down first, then this one. Make sure that we haven't got, you can see that they're pinging around all over the place, and then just make sure that we close this up really well and press this down here at the edge so that they don't escape at the top. Use my bone folder to make sure that that's all pressed down really well, and ta-da! Oh, how cute! So let's see how we can add this to the journal. I'm going to glue this down like this. Now, I've got a tip for you. I've opened up, or I'm about to open up, a new art glitter glue. Of course, the tips that come with them are just so expensive, whereas you can buy these fine tip glue applicators. They come in a pack of 2 for about £4, and the tips are exactly the same, and you get 2 of them. So I'm just going to take one of these off, add it to my glue, and ta-da, a much cheaper option for you. Got my glue all over the back, so let me stand up to do this. Where do I want this to go? About there, I think. In fact, actually, I think I should probably have taken the page out of the journal so that I can weight it down. Too late. There we go. We'll just hold it in place. Perhaps I've got a bulldog clip I can use. Here we are, rummaging in my drawers. Let's just clip it down for a minute or 2. So pop that off to one side to dry. What I thought I'd do next is add something in the flap underneath, because of course that's plain, and I thought I could use one of the envelopes that the stamps came in, the cling stamps. I'm just going to heat this up with my heat tool so that I can peel this label off without the envelope tearing. Then I can just cut off the flap. That came off really easily because of course it melts the glue underneath. So let's just trim this, and then I'm just going to use my circle punch, make sure I get this the right way up, just to make a little tab at the top, just eyeballing that. There we go. I want to add a little bit of detail to the background, and I'm going to use Memento ink in Espresso Truffle. So let's take that off. Now I'm going to start in the middle. Let's just add some ink. Don't overthink it, Nina. Just press that down. So that's my starting point. Oh, I like that. Here we go. And then I can just add some more random stamping going off the page. I hope I didn't move that then. Nope, that's okay. And I'm just going to keep going all over my envelope. That looks better. I also want to add some distress ink as well, just around the outside. I'm just going to use frayed burlap to do that. And I thought I could pop a couple of these shipping tags inside and maybe use a couple of these images. I think I'm going to use one of these and this one here. I've already rounded the edges on this one because I was originally going to use this on the shaker. But yeah, I just think that adds a nice touch of detail. I'm going to round the corners on this one as well and ink around the edges. And so that's a nice couple of embellishments just to pop inside my little envelope. So there we go, a couple of tags that I can just pop inside here. Just for a bit of interest. Then I can add some glue. Doesn't need to go all the way to the edge, just enough just to hold it down. I've still got a bit of sticky from the label there as it is. Bring back my journal. Make sure that I don't glue these strings down. And I'm just going to stick this on here, just like that. So it just makes it a bit more interesting, doesn't it? I'm so happy with this. Let me just show you what it looks like. So we've got the lovely rose detail underneath, then just a couple of tags for a bit of interest just there. And of course this fun shaker. I just love that. I want to do something very, very simple to go on this side of the page here. I was thinking that I'd quite like to use some of this vellum paper. I think it's the same as the paper that I used to line the inside of my shaker. But of course I use the paper format there. So let's use a piece of this vellum. So what I will do, I will use some of my red score tape to stick it down. So I'm just going to stick some of this all the way around the edge. I like how that looks, and I like that you can see the red from the ledger paper underneath. If I hold it up, I don't know whether you can see it, and you can barely see the tape that I used to stick it down. Now I want to use another one of these as a focal image, and I've got a couple of other bits as well. I've got the bit left over from the little strip that I used. It was one of these strips here. And I just thought that that would look really pretty and tie the two pages together. And then I've also got another piece of that bee paper as well. And I think I'm just going to stack these together. I just need to ink around the edge. And I just think that will look lovely. And as you know, if you've watched my Your Creative Studio videos before, if I've got something really busy on one side of the pages, I like to do something really simple on the other so that it doesn't look too overpowering. So that is my finished spread using today's kit. Of course, I've still got a ton of things that I didn't use because this is the May kit, and of course I've opened it so late. We're now into our winter months, and in fact, actually, they forecast snow in many parts of the UK this week as well. So I've decided to, save these for another time. But I will be back in the new year because I've got some more ideas for using this particular kit, and also perhaps some of the surplus that I've had from kits in the past as well. But another idea I had for you, just think that this kit would make the most wonderful Christmas present for a fellow crafty friend. So maybe that's an idea for you as well. Now, of course, I will leave all of the details of Your Creative Studio in this particular box in the description box below. I do have a coupon code as well for 10% off, so you'll find that on screen and also in the description box below. But if you've enjoyed today's video, as always, I'd very much appreciate a thumbs up. Do let me know what you think in the comments below, but most importantly, thanks for watching. Take care everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.